Hi, welcome back to Rosalind's Health and Home, another video with me, and today I am going to be sharing with you my keto menu for next week. Plus I'm going to be giving you a recipe that has a wonderful substitution so you can make it for the whole family if you have a part of your family that is not keto. And this is actually what I'm going to be eating today with my family. So if this is something that you are interested in, be sure to, first of all, like the video and then stick around because this is what we're going to be talking about today. Okay, so I have on here a huge calendar. I actually printed it off and then added some more. We're going to be on vacation for a couple of weeks, so I don't have a menu plan for those 2 weeks because we're going to be out of town. Those 2 weeks I am going to be off keto probably for the most part. I'm going to be trying to do as much keto as I can, so trying to stick to as low carb as I can, but I won't really have a whole lot of control over my food choices. But while I'm at home, I write on here what the family's eating, what I'm eating, and this is a great way to make sure that I'm not just eating the same thing every single day. And I talked about that in a previous video that I will actually link in the description box below. So I just came off of an extended fast. So I said I was going to be checking in every Friday, Saturday. Sorry about that. Yesterday was a very busy day. So my fast went really, really well. I've been 100% keto ever since. I'm in ketosis. I'm dropping the pounds as well as the inches. It's wonderful. My fast went actually really well. The first day was kind of hard. Because I was kind of out of fasting for a little bit, having been sick and been on antibiotics and all of that. But second and third day were actually really, really easy. So today we are having what is known as cracked chicken. I think at any rate, it is it's a chicken recipe that has a cream sauce, and really what sets it apart from, like, say, Alfredo sauce or something like that is the spices that go into it. It is super easy, y'all. It is, you don't even need to write it down. It is legit that easy, and there are so many ways that you can make it with so many different kinds of, different pastas and things like that. And so I'm gonna be talking a little bit more about that in just a minute. So hang on, because that recipe is coming. And so that's what we're doing today. Tomorrow we're going to be eating out. And so we're going to be taking the kids out to McDonald's. I'm going to be ordering a salad and a hamburger. We're taking, of course, the hamburger off the bun, throwing it on the salad, putting some salad dressing on it. And it's actually not really that high carb. It might be slightly over my carb limit, but it is actually, and obviously it's McDonald's, so it's not the best choice, but you know what? It's the best choice for where I'm at. So that's what we're going to be doing. So next week, I'm going to be making the family baked chicken and potatoes. I'm going to be taking a chicken thigh off of that and taking it off the bone and throwing it on a salad. Probably with the salad, to give myself a little bit more protein, I'm going to be hard boiling an egg, maybe even making some bacon and putting that on the salad. And then I'm going to be making my own ranch dressing sauce and putting it over that. And the ranch dressing sauce will actually give me some more fat. Tuesday is Taco Tuesday, so I'm going to be doing a taco salad. And then Wednesday, I'm going to be making the family, we have these grilled sausages. They're really long, and I usually just throw them in a pan and just, fry them up a little bit and then make a big salad for the family. And in the salad, I usually put tomato, cucumber, avocado, feta cheese, and then in my salad I always like to put blue cheese. I am a blue cheese fanatic. I love blue cheese. So and that's actually filling enough because the sausages have a lot of fat in them, and so each get 2 long sausages and a side salad, and that's actually good to go. So that's what we're doing on Wednesday all together as a family. That is like a family keto meal. Thursday and Friday I'm making chicken stew for the family, but because it's thickened with flour and I have not found anything here that my family actually likes as far as like a thickening for stew, I am going to be going with my cabbage crack or the like the egg roll in a bowl. And that's really good. I have lots of it in the freezer, so it's super easy for me to take out. That's going to be 2 days, Thursday and Friday, because usually I make enough stew for 2 days. And I actually have portions in the freezer enough for 2 days. I'll probably have a side salad with that because I love salads. So for me, I'm going to be making the cabbage crack plus the side salad. And then yes, and then starting then Friday afternoon, my last meal, then starts my fast. I'm only going to be doing a 48-hour fast for next weekend because I just came off of a longer fast this week. And so I don't want to overextend myself with the fasting. And so I'm just going to be doing 48 hours plus on Sunday, next Sunday at our church. It's family Sunday, it's potluck Sunday. And so everyone brings a meal with them and then we all share in each other's meal. And usually there's some sort of like rotisserie chicken, almost always rotisserie chicken or some other sort of just meat by itself. And then I'm going to be bringing myself an Italian salad with zoodles. I'll link the recipe for that in the description box below because it is super delicious, super easy to make. And so I'll be bringing that on Sunday. So I'll be eating whatever meat is there plus that. And so that is next week's menu. The cabbage crack recipe, I have a recipe for that on my blog. And so I'll also be linking that in the description box below. I may have a taco salad recipe. I know that probably most people don't need that, but in case somebody kind of is like, I don't really know how to necessarily put that together so that it tastes well, that will also be in the description box below. So there's that's my menu for next week. So as you can see, there's a good combination of just salads, just plain salads, like with the meat on it, or and cooked meals, which is something that I was really struggling with. And the reason why I began doing this menu is because I found myself rotating like the same 2 to 3 salads every single day, and there wasn't enough variety in my diet, and I wanted to give myself more variety. And so I started doing it that way. And that visualizing, having it down on paper helps me to see, okay, I need to have this cooked meal, something like a quiche or, a pizza with like a cheese crust or whatever, along with these, various salads. And seriously, there are like a million different salads that you can do. Maybe I need to actually do a video or a blog post on all the different kinds of salads that you can do, plus salad dressings, because, salad is so easy to go for. And now, especially, since, I have a ton of salad in my yard, or a ton of lettuce in my yard that's growing that I'm picking now. Now is a great time to eat those, big giant salads because, having all of that fresh produce like ready to eat is wonderful. So on to the recipe. So I'm going to go ahead and turn you around so that you can see what I'm doing. So here is what we have. We have some onion. We have a kielbasa. You don't have to put the kielbasa in. I had one lone kielbasa left in the refrigerator, and so we're going to use that up. It does add a little bit of flavor, different flavor to it, but you can definitely do it without. Here's the chicken breast, heavy whipping cream, salt and pepper. This is Parmesan. We have some garlic powder. We have oregano. We have onion powder, and then we have some nutmeg. So this is all that goes into it. Now the onion you can also forego. This is not in the original recipe, but I had some onion also in the refrigerator that I needed to use up. So you are putting still onion powder in. I just probably won't put as much in. Okay, now I'm just going to continue to stir this until the chicken chunks are slightly browned, and then I'm just going to add water, and I'm going to cover the pan and just let this all, and I'm not going to add a lot of water, just a slight amount of water, just enough so that the chicken breast is nice and soft when we get ready to serve it. So just a little bit of water at the bottom of the pan, and then I'll just periodically let the water evaporate until there's just a slight browning on the bottom of the pan, and then add more and just keep doing that until the chicken breast is nice and soft, and the onion as well. We want the onion to be soft too. There's nothing worse than undercooked onion in your dish. So that's how this is going to go. So our chicken breast is almost just slightly browned. Doesn't have to be slightly browned all the way around, just on one side. And then we'll start adding in the water. So this is what we're going to do for now. And then when it is ready, we will add in the cream and the spices. This is a dish that you can serve over, several different kinds of pasta. You can do it over the bow tie pasta or the curly Q pasta, and I know all these pastas have names and I legit do not know what those names are. You can do it over penne pasta, fettuccine, spaghetti. Today I'm going to be serving it with my family over gnocchi, and for myself I'm going to be serving it over zoodles. So that's all of the different ways that you can serve this dish, and you can add in mushrooms in it. You can even put some vegetables in it, like a broccoli and cauliflower would be so delicious, or even just broccoli by itself in with this, to add in some vegetables in with the actual sauce and meat and pasta. So if you want to add in some of those steamed vegetables, or you can do it as steamed vegetables on the side. I usually serve a green salad on the side with this. You can also put in bacon or even chopped up ham. As you can see today, I added in the kielbasa, or you can just do plain chicken. You don't have to add in any other kind of meat with it. This dish is super versatile, and the sauce that goes with it is also versatile, because you can sort of maybe even change up the spices. Now, I will say that, the salt, pepper, onion powder, and garlic powder, that is really, that makes it sort of the base of the white sauce. But what adds in the special flavor to this is the oregano. I don't put basil in it, because the oregano is what gives it this sort of really special taste. Now, I love putting nutmeg in my cream sauces. I try to always put nutmeg in every cream sauce, because nutmeg just seems to add that extra punch into your cream sauce. If you don't like nutmeg, you do not have to add it in. If you don't feel like nutmeg would probably go well with maybe some other things you're adding into the dish, you can definitely leave it out. Spinach is another thing that you can add to this dish. Spinach would be so great in this dish, and spinach in a cream sauce with nutmeg is absolutely so delicious. So those are some ideas that you can do with this. Like I said, it's super versatile. It is enormously easy to whip up. This is one of those dishes that you can have, ready, from start to finish in just about an hour or less. You can also make up the base of this without the sauce and put it in the freezer, and then just take out, the onion and meat that's already done up, and just throw it in a pan once it's thawed, and add in the cream sauce, and have it done from start to finish in like 10 minutes. So this dish is super easy to make. My kids love it. Every time I say that we're going to be having this dish, they are so excited, and they gobble it up in record time. So this is definitely one of those go-to dishes that I know that my kids will eat, and they will really enjoy. So it looks like the chicken is done. So we're going to go and add in the water and put a lid on the pan and just let it simmer for a while. I'm probably going to let it simmer for maybe like 20 to 30 minutes. And the reason why I do that is because sometimes our meat from the supermarket is a little bit old, and so it kind of can tend to be a little bit tough. And so I'm going to just let it sit and simmer for a while, make sure it's nice and soft. If you don't have that problem, if your chicken, if you can just cook it up super fast and it still be nice and soft and not chewy or tough, then you definitely don't have to do that. You can just skip that whole process. Okay, we are now about ready to go ahead and finish this up. So what I'm going to actually start with are the seasonings. And this is so easy. All you need is 1 teaspoon for everything. You put in 1 teaspoon of pepper. Let's just move this slightly closer so you can kind of get a better look of what we're doing here. 1 teaspoon of salt. 1 teaspoon of garlic powder. 1 teaspoon of onion powder. I'm going to put in just slightly less because of the onion that's already in the dish. And 1 teaspoon of oregano. Now the nutmeg I'm going to sprinkle over once the cream is in there. Now I don't put in the Parmesan until the end, until I've got the cream and stuff in there, because it tends to, of course, really stick to everything. So I'm going to put in heavy whipping cream. Now the recipe originally called for 1 cup. I just put in however much I feel is going to be good. You know, always, of course, accounting for the fact that I'm going to be stirring in, you know, pasta or gnocchi or something like that. So you definitely want, you know, a good amount of sauce so that, you know, there's enough to cover everything. So I'm going to put in just a little bit more, and I just, of course, eyeball this. Now, I always do a little taste just to make sure that the amount of spices that I have is good for the amount of cream that I put in. So now I've got the cream in there. This is roughly 1 cup of Parmesan in this little package. So, and that's about what you need, more or less. You're going to stir that in there. And then I'm going to go ahead now and remove it from the heat and get water boiling for the gnocchi. And then I'll probably heat this up again just slightly before I serve it over the gnocchi, before I add the gnocchi in. I hope that you enjoyed this recipe. I hope that it gave you some great ideas for a great meal for your guests, your family, for you, for keto, because it's so versatile. And, you know, obviously doing the substitutions for yourself for keto are just so easy to do. So if you like this video, be sure to give it a thumbs up. If you have not subscribed to my channel yet, be sure to do that. Ring that bell for notifications, and I will see you in the next video. Bye.